Welcome to the Grand Design Series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 25th of February 1927, which is about 18 months on from the end of the last part. And the reason we're so far forward is that the game went into a bit of a flat spot due to the fact that we were waiting for this town to get to a point where we can be populated, which I think it has reached that point now. And as part of that process, what I had to do was try and build up a surplus population. We can see we've got a few over 21s, but we're still going to need to steal workers from other areas, possibly even bring in some immigrants as well. We got 4.5 million. Now, during that 18-month period, a lot of the focus was on replacing the vehicles that have been available. If I come in here now, you'll see we're in a very unusual situation in the fact that we've just got one bus left, and I think there's one vehicle there. And the reason for this is that we've kind of come to an end of a 20-year cycle. If you think about it, we started in 1900 and we came up to well, we're nearly 30 years on, and there was this big rush where we had lots of vehicles kind of ending. And of course, because when you first start out, you buy lots of vehicles because you're starting out a new game, bearing in mind that it took 4 or 5 years to actually build the infrastructure before people could move in. So what's happened is most of those vehicles have been replaced and upgraded, and there's very few now. I don't know if I can actually show it to you. We put on vehicle wear and tear, but if we go with vehicle age, you'll see that there's very few actual horse covered vehicles left. I know it's a bit difficult to see. And so effectively we've now moved into a steam age with more and more emphasis on trucks requiring fuel. And this is the reason why we do need to start driving out to here and get this town built so we can start producing our own fuel, because that will become quite a big issue as time progresses. We are making a reasonable profit, but it is slowly degrading. Over here, there's not much has changed. The biggest change is the fact that we've now got this factory here. I don't think we've actually got this open. The reason for that is that this factory was filling up. You can see it's still got 126 tons of food in it after the winter. So I thought what I'll do is I'll create a secondary overflow here. And what I'm going to do is, I think I've already done it actually. Yep. What I've done is that if this fills up, we can then send the food to here, so that eventually we have 2 warehouses full of food, and then that means that this one here can have a secondary pickup, and you will have a secondary pickup. Just notice that it seems to be a little bit of road here. I think that's left over from the fact that what I've been trying to do, actually I thought I'd remove this bit of road, but obviously not. Oh yeah, we've got to here. What I need to do now, I've been trying to upgrade this road simply because what I want to do is improve the transportation along here, because more and more trucks are actually using this route here. So we're going to come here. In fact, I think we're just kind of fill in this area as well to there. Just let because at the moment the construction offices over here, like the road crew here, they're not really picking up that much at the moment. I think you can come out here. Yeah, you've now picked up the extra surplus stuff here. And again, just to show you, these guys are kind of idling because I've built virtually everything I need here. Of course, eventually we will be pushing out this way, but we need to get this infrastructure in place. Now, another change here is the fact that I've built this horse veterinarian here. in order to maintain the trains that would be in here. What I did was I only wanted a small repair bay, but strangely enough, this is quite adequate because we're not going to put vehicles in here. What we're going to do is just put get a workforce in here, and we will be delivering the required materials to maintain the trains in here. So we're not going to set up an arrangement like here. We're just going to leave it as a repair bay. In fact, we could probably rename it eventually. Here things are generally okay. I'm getting a little bit of an issue with the crops so here because of I had a fertility issue. I mean, we got a lot of crops in here, which is doing quite well, but we are going through more and more crops because our population is now over 10,000. These have now started up. Just to show you, these silos were all emptied as well, so we're now kind of running. This one's got crops in it, but we are now basically running on the how can you put it, we are running now on the output from this area because this area has already been emptied, which was a little bit unfortunate. But so I think we're going to need to start thinking about a chemical fertilizer plant so that we can increase the fertility to 200%, so we can get more out of it. There's not much point putting extra fields in at the moment because our capacity of our tractors and harvesters, I mean, at the moment we barely just managed to do 90% of this field, which is always the last field to be harvested. So what we got in here is, I just want to check the overlays now. We do have power across most of the area. Heating is pretty good. Water is good. Sewage is good. These network connections overlays are very useful when it comes to preparing with your town to move into. We haven't got 100% waste coverage yet. I think we've got a bit of an issue up here. Let me just see here. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we don't have, saying that there's waste coverage here, but I'm not exactly sure where it's coming from. Oh, it's here. So it's it's this block here. It needs to be built. This hasn't been built yet. So it's not a question that I made a mistake. It's just a question of the fact they've done that there. Now, there was a residential building here, but I knocked it down and I've put a pub in. I think you could probably do with so let's get you there. Right, so the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to knock the numbers of servers back because we can't get a really large number of people in here. I've already put some trucks in here all ready to go. Game's just going to reduce you down here. Probably could do with another ambulance here. Ambulances. Yeah. And of course, oh, we're going to need a wood cutting. Okay, I didn't realise that. It was a bit of a fail. I've got one of these logging trucks here. You can go there. The other thing we probably need to look at is a little bit of biological waste. That's the pharmacy. So we need to pick out some hazardous waste, a little bit of biological waste. We only go one of those. Just do the final details here. Still want hazardous waste or biological waste. So I think we're kind of ready to go. Probably don't need 18 people in the pool. Just make sure we've got We've got 7 tons of food. We've got electronics. So I think we're ready to go. Now we do have 198 people scattered around, 260. So we are getting a population growth. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to start with, and that block's not really connected. I think we're no, no, I don't want to do that. What we're going to do is pick up some. Yeah, we got a few unemployed people here. So what we're going to do is pick up that, and we're going to put 30 people into there. And of course, what we need to do is ensure that that is, and then what we're going to come here and what I'm going to do now is pick up people here. Okay, we've still got population. What I'm doing is scattering people around. How many? All right, we're down to 94 now. What I'm going to do is we're going to let people to come into here. Is that in range? Yes, it's in range. The kindergarten. Okay, we're gonna let you into there. Going what? Yeah. We'll set you to 100%. And I think, okay, so, and then I think what we're going to do is invite some immigrants in as well. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's just, yeah, we'll let people into there. Yeah. What I'm doing is spreading around the workers so I can send them to specific areas if I need to. Let's have a look at our overall happiness now. Right, sports. Can you get to the sports ground? Yeah, you should be able to. It does take a little while for everything to settle down. That's an important thing. One thing I do need to do is, I can't remember if I'm making waste trucks. What am I actually making? I've made a couple of buses. I've got a couple of ambulances, so I probably didn't need to build the ambulance. Probably we need to put the buses into here because we're going to need those for. Right, you need to go up to here. Okay, right. How many over 21s? We've got no over 21s. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some immigrants into here, about 60. And your job is to come to here and here. And in the likely event that you're going to go 50-50, Oops. Because we need to start producing. Oh, we got some logs in here. Okay. We don't really need the heat at the moment. So we got that there. So the garbage is already overflowing up. The problem I've got here is that I don't have many small garbage trucks. So what we're going to need to do is a waste truck, large, small. I'm going to get 2 of those because I think what I've got at the moment is large waste trucks. So we've got a bit of a health problem, but we can fix that. What we do need to do is make that maximum priority. Because basically what's happening at the moment is, wow, that is filling up way too quick. I'm not exactly sure all that waste is coming from, but that is bad news. I thought I would have more time to waste trucks capacity. You get 1, 2 of those. 2 of those for the moment. Your job is to pick up waste from here, and trouble is, where can I put it? You're gonna unload here. This is where I'm gonna have to wait. Buildings without power supply. Okay, have I got a dead zone there then? I thought you actually, not that it makes that much difference, because yeah, there must be a dead zone here. The only thing I can think of is that these are also picking up from there, and there's like an overlap into this area with the garbage in that direction, which I wasn't aware of, because there's no way you generate that amount of waste from that number of people. Well, they are dropping off large amounts of waste, so can't. Mixed waste, hazardous waste, biological waste. Mixed waste, hazardous waste needs to go to the burning pits, and the biological waste needs to go to the trouble is these things are a little bit full. Biological waste, yeah, this is not decomposing as fast as it should do. I think this is 30% waste. So I'm kind of starting to think maybe I do need a fertilizer plant, but if necessary we can always dump off here. I mean, I've made a little bit of headway there. Anyway, let's see if we can. Right, I might need some extra support here actually. Okay, waste truck. Again, we're going to go for capacity. Just going to have to kind of try and get this emptied. We could have a problem. Anyway, the health seems to be holding. Health is good. I'm not exactly sure why these people are at the fire station. Okay, we're going to need more people in here. I'm going to have to bring some more immigrants in. And then 100%. We've got to have that fire coverage. And allow people to work and move into there. I think what I can do is this one, we can allow people to move back into there. Yeah, say this store doesn't need a workforce at the moment. Not at the moment. Oh wow, we do need this built. I must admit, I was under the assumption that that was actually done. That's another mistake. I think this is one of the problems that you have when you are kind of working on this area here. You start getting a little bit complacent. I think what we can do now is start working on the prison. Probably need the groundworks crew on this as well. The reason I'm going for the prison as the first kind of major employment is that I had a bit of a scare because we had an earthquake in this area and the prison caught fire, and because it was quite a serious earthquake. I don't think any buildings actually, oh no, I think one of the rubbish dumps actually collapsed, but we had quite a lot of fires and the prison itself nearly burnt down. And it suddenly occurred to me that maybe having all my eggs in one basket with one prison was a bit of a risk. So I think if we can get this prison up and running, we'll be a lot better. We've got a traffic jam. Where's that? Okay, yeah, well, I think I've got a sneaking feeling this is you're actually a road repair crew. I'm kind of thinking that might need replacing. Let's just have a look. The one building I haven't actually checked for horses. Yeah, we got a Mack truck in here. Let me just see. What are we building at the moment? So we got our third truck here. You need to go there. Looks like we're going to need to put some trees down. Just going to drop a save because sometimes you can have problems with planting trees. So we're going to put some more trees down. Trying to make this area a little bit denser. Yep. So we're going to need to get this built. And our population is now 10,600. How's my food supply guys are here. I think we're going to push that to 70%. Maybe create a little bit more space for food in here. What I'm trying to do is create a reserve because obviously things could develop a bit of a problem here. And what this one is doing is actually pulling the food from here right back to over here. Let's see what we're actually building. We're building a Mack trucks. We've got a couple of fire engines that need to be built. What else are we thinking of? What have we got in the way of waste trucks? I'm going to build a couple of waste trucks as well to get things going. It's back to here. How's the maintenance here? We've got 2 buildings under maintenance, but that's okay. I think we'll get the pub built as well. Why am I getting a pollution warning? What's going on here? Looks like the pollution is spreading into here again. Is that because our this is working a lot harder now? No resource missing. Okay. I think it's repair control that delivers the alcohol. Yep. Got here, unable to drink alcohol, prison upbringing. Looks like we've got a bit of a crime increase going on, but I don't think there's, I mean, we're getting a few more prisoners building up. The Court of Justice is okay. That's the secret police. Well, we're getting a little bit more crime, but then we are approaching, and again, we are approaching 12,000, and 12,000 is when the crime rate can increase. I've got a feeling we might be having a surge of crime in here. There's the police station. Yeah. We're good. Wow, we need more police vehicles. Okay, we got here 2, 3. You're driving the heating. Well, I think once we get the extra police vehicles in here, we should be able to get more people. The question's just now going to be building the population up, getting more people. What we got here? We got 26 people with low education. That's a hazard of him bringing in external immigrants. Right, yeah, I think we can just run with what we've got at the moment. We keep this going, and would really like more people working on this. That's maintenance too. I think we'll get even more people working on that. And what we're going to do is start pushing out this way. One thing I do want to put in is a footpath up to here, which is, I think I removed it previously. So I put a footpath to there, because we need the workforce to get into there. I am thinking fire station as well, because we do need fire coverage here. There's no point relying on the fire station over there, especially in the winter. So we're going to put a full-size fire station in about there. It's in range of power. Tilt it a little bit. It will complain about heat, but that's tough luck. There have to be a hardy bunch in there. Yeah, you pick that up as well. The other thing I've been thinking about is alternative industries. And by alternative industries, I am thinking that we do need now to move on towards possibly producing electronics. But that requires chemicals. So what we might need to do is start thinking about a chemical plant. But that's going to need oil, crops, and wood. Because the other thing I've been thinking of is a synthetic factory. How much pollution does this produce? 16 tons. It's not exactly going to be something we go. I mean, we got a composting plant. This is going to produce 12 tons. I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's time to start looking seriously at this element of the game. And what we could do actually is we've got the road connection there. Actually, yeah, we could actually do this. Although one thing we do need to do is, this is the power plant. We need to sort out the power connections here first before we start. I think we can put in, actually, I don't want to crowd that because we might need to bring in multiple power substations. So if I put you, we need a local distribution. So let me just put that in first. Actually, I'm going to put 2 in. It will make sense. Actually, no, I can, if I come in here, well, we don't need an 18. Well, we might need an 18 to start with. Problem is with the, whoops, cancel. See, these are very awkwardly placed. Can't remember, what is this? This is a 1930s power plant. Yeah, I'm just going to pause the game. I need to refresh my memory with the power plant. Where's the 1920s old power plant, hydroelectric? What is the circuit breaker? Is 22 megawatts. So based on the fact that we'll be putting some power into here, I think an 18 megawatt cable from there to there is sufficient. And then what we're going to need to do is run something like a 10 megawatt cable from here. Just get you, kind of be a bit cheeky. I'm going to run you to there. Now, what we can do is we got this substation here. I'm just wondering, yeah, if I go out that way, I could, because we need to put power into here because this won't cover the whole area. So if I got that one, I think if we put you out the back here like this, there's also a road connection here that's missing. Actually, we'll put you in first. That needs to be built. And then what we can do is come off the back of here with okay, we'll use a 10. If we come out there to there. Now there's an element of risk in this sense that if we lose the power station, what will happen is we will lose the power supply to this area. But that's a risk we're going to have to take because I want this to be more orientated towards distributing, because eventually a power line will come out here. Actually, I just had a sudden thought. This could all go very seriously wrong. No, we can cross the border. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a calculated risk, but if we've got fire prevention here, the only problem is when we get an earthquake. But generally you don't get earthquakes in industrial areas. What you tend to get is earthquakes in areas where the how can you put it, residential areas, Now I've got one problem here, in the sense that the game won't let me allocate to here at the moment because it's under this bridge. I'm hoping if the bridge is finished, because what I've got is a tiny little bit of track just in there, just to show you the thing. It comes up in here. I'm not sure. No, it says road construction does not exist. The reason for that is that it's picking up the road bridge above it. So what I may have to do is a little bit of fancy backpedaling. Say, for example, we'll have to build out here and then come back in this way. But I'm a little bit worried about that. Anyway, we've now got this in here. And I was thinking about a fertilizer plant, wasn't I? It's a long way away, but we do need to keep it away from our there. But it does fit with the overall kind of, how can you put it, waste recycling. So if we come here, pick up the... Now the problem with the composting plant is, I think somebody's actually pointed this out, that the problem is that you've only got one battery connection, which I think is a big pain in the neck, because it means that what you've got to do is actually kind of export the stuff, because what you need is the actual connection for the dropping off the biological waste. Also, I'm not sure what's the storage for. Yeah, the chemical storage is good. I mean, you've got two connections, but the problem is you've got to go in and pick up the compost from the actual factory itself, which is, I mean, this really should have two connections. Let me just see. I think we'll put a medium dump in about there. We've got to be able to keep it a little bit away from that. Actually, I'm going to come this way, like that. Actually, we can, plenty of area there. We're going to need a cargo drop-off point. Cargo station, I could probably only need a 4, like that. And I think what we'll do is, well, I think what we can do is just put you to there, because this is off the back of this thing. Stop production. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, you're good. I just want to check. Yeah, you're still holding up this area. This silo is still pretty full. These silos are filling up quite nicely. I think what we're going to do is it's a long way away, but we're only on the 4th of June at the moment. I think what we'll do is unload to 40%. So what we're going to do is use these guys to push out the crops out that way. How are we doing here? This isn't suffering. No, it's a little bit low, but it should be okay. Right, it's back to checking. Got some fire engines. I need somewhere to park vehicles. I'm kind of becoming a little bit of a victim of my own success at the moment. Haha, that's full as well. Okay, let's see what we... Oh no, sorry, it's the wrong one. What have we got in here? Well, we got an ambulance that we don't need. That can go. You're way past your sell-by date. And yeah, we got some vintage fire trucks here, which need to go as well. I mean, they served their purpose. I mean, they're not worn out. They're just, basically what I've done is I've replaced them with the better vehicles that I've been able to manufacture. Right, so our road depot now is empty. And it means I can now come here. This is I think this is a police vehicle. You can go there. We've got ourselves another. And what we've got here is another open hole. Right, that is a good cue to actually take a look at our vehicles and see if there's anything, because one thing I've been doing is looking for, see, like we got this heavy steam hauler here, which is in maintenance. Okay. Where are you? Wrong one. It's this one. You can go. I mean, it's not technically in a very bad condition. In fact, it could be repaired. But what I'm doing is when I've got a spare vehicle, I'm putting in the better vehicles, especially in key infrastructure like this. So, and you can come in here and you can start supporting right. What can we build out here? You're working on that. I think what we can do is start putting these towers together, and also that now. Actually, you can work on that as well. In fact, we'll suspend the towers just for the moment. Yeah, because if this doesn't connect up, I'd rather wait for this to make sure that we've actually got a connection out to here. Got a nice road connection here. You need workforce. Now, I did look up when I could expect to be able to, how can you put it, get a roller and a paver, and it's actually 1936. So we got quite a long way. We got a little way to go before we done that. Actually, one thing I wouldn't mind putting in. Oh, we got a pub. We need to deliver some alcohol. Where's my pub? It's here. I'm not too worried about it being intermittent. Yeah. We'll get the pub operational. Right, we've got the waste under control now, so that is looking good. No one lives here, that's okay. I want the main buildings to fill up before we start expanding outwards. These guys seem to be very busy. Busy, a little bit too busy, to be honest. I think we need to get this built next. Get the prison operating. Although we will need to get... you're looking good. We've got nearly a full complement of fire in here, which is good. Let me just check here. Yeah. We've got the biologicals. Just come in here. You've got biologicals. You've got one biological, that's good. I think I got a little bit too carried away with my garbage disposal pickup type things. One thing I do need to check is this one. That's, no, the pharmacy's over here, isn't it? Okay, so you've got it there. Biologicals. Yep. I'm really worried about this pollution. Why we're getting spreading pollution again. I think maybe everything is just working too hard now. So we're building this. Actually, I've just had an idea. I'm going to be a little bit sneaky here. Wind turbine. Plus, this is going to be like an insurance policy. If I could get in a wind turbine, say if I can put in a wind turbine about there. Let me just see. I could put a wind turbine in, say here. Put it about there. Yeah, if I do that, but wind turbine about there. Probably don't need the road connection, so we can take that out. Now, the reasoning for this wind turbine is that if I put a wind turbine in here, one, that will give me an emergency power backup. It also means that I can start this up here. I know I can put a substation in, but I don't want to bring a substation down from this area unless I really have to, because I want to keep the power supply contained in this area, and we might put some industries up here. So I don't want the actual this to be supplying power back into this. I mean, we'll get some indirect power from this line eventually, but I think to begin with, if we get a wind turbine here that provides intermittent power. One, that means we can get the cableway working. Two, it means that we can get the fertilizer plant up and running, which will make life a little bit easier. In fact, I think what I will do is, can I put in a distribution office? What's that going to be under? Oh, it's that going to be under the. Oh, it says I can build it, so. And what we'll do is rename you. Fertilizer. Whoops. Liza. Whoops. Can't spell today for some reason. Oops. Yeah, I think that will work if we put that there. If we can, so our first workforce coming out here is going to work in the fertilizer plant. We'll be able to get a fertilizer plant up and running. That means that I can then kind of sort out this mess over here with the biological stuff here. Well, that will mean that we'll have to bring all the biological waste from up here. Will have to be shipped all the way up to here. Then we can get it all filing into here. We'll start turning out proper fertilizer, which we can then distribute to the farm back here. And then possibly eventually, if we get a farm up here, we'll have another source of fertilizer going in that direction. Anyway, I'm running out of time on this video, so we're just going to do another quick little sweep check round, see how things are going, and then that will be it. Happiness is okay. Happiness is not brilliant. We've got food. We've got health. About the loyalty. Loyalty is good. Getting a little bit of alcohol. Culture's good. Sport's good. Obviously, religion is not. And see what the crime rate is. The crime rate is 1%. Well, we've got no reported crimes. Well, we've got some reported crimes. Unpatrolled areas, okay. We've got a little bit of reported crime here, but nothing major. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.